Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As you already know, I am George Onyibe, on a rescue mission, and of course, not everybody will understand. On this desire, on this quest to see a greater nation emerge from Nigeria, a lot of things are going to happen. There will be a lot of turning around. We must confront every plague, every ills that plagues us as a people. If we frown or shy away from them, believe me, we'll be wasting our time here. We'll be wasting our lives here. We can only see the Nigerian. We can only dream about this Nigerian we all wish for. And nothing more than dream. That is all it can be. But believe me, we do not have 100 lifetime. And if we know that maybe after we have walked on this earth, that we may never walk on this earth again, it is important we do what is necessary, what is needful for the next generation to have a better life than us. Because without this, what is the difference between savages, animals, and the human? We have the ability to shape in our future into a more comfortable and desirable form. And on this mindset, we continue to expose the shenanigans, the hypocrisy of certain cabals who hide under different ethnic groups to feed on the misery of others. That is all it is. Some call it game of the throne, and rightfully so. This morning, I am talking about a topic I simply titled, The Benins and the entire Nigerians should not allow the Igbo Biafra people to shade them. When I mean shading you, indirectly causing problem for you, indirectly instigating people against you. This is what has been going on. It could be referred to as triangulation. Of course, mathematically, it means multiple instruments created to give direction and measurement. But psychologically, triangulation means other forms of destabilizing one society, creating enemies around you. It's a large issue to explain. I may take up the whole time trying to explain it. But then, coming back to our topic this morning, a lot of things are going on and we have not been taking care of it. I was born in the Midwestern region. I was born in Benin State. And then I was born in Delta State. At the same time, born in Edo State. Because the last time I checked, my people, my Igbo people, my Eka people, we are still in Edo State and we are still in Delta State. And then originally, I am from the South. But let me go back to Edo and Delta, the Bonded State and the former Midwestern region. This is a state or a region where almost different pole is different language. Every pole, in less than every 1 kilometer, you see people with varieties of different languages. Amazingly, we don't understand ourselves. Though the closer we are, we share similarity in our languages. The Benin do not understand the Shekiri. The Shekiri do not understand the Abo. The Abo do not understand the Urumi, the Ekboma, the Awuchis, and I can go on and on. We may have slight understanding of what we are saying, but believe me, all of us have our own unique dialect and languages. But amazingly, we've been able to coexist, bring about unity, love among us, without anybody feeling hurt, without everybody feeling bad. Because I don't have any reason to begin to fight a Benin man. Yes, during the era of the Midwestern region, it was Anyoma people that were almost in charge of the government of the day. And during the era of the Benin State, it was the Benin people that was almost at the helm of affairs everywhere. But having said this, we have not quarreled. I'm not aware of Benin and Abo quarreling, Agbo and Urubu quarreling. I'm not aware of it. And the moment you go to any area in Nigeria, in Benin State, and the moment you say, I am from Agbo, the next thing you hear is Uwi Agbo, depending on the place. We call ourselves name. We love ourselves. With this mindset, if I see what is going on in Benin State today, in Edo and Delta State, in South region, I could only humble myself and appreciate our fathers who created this atmosphere. But then it soon dawned on me that these were not just the handwork of our fathers before us who were able to create this atmosphere for all of us to coexist. We have millions and hundreds of language coexisting. We do not have land dispute in terms of boundary. Never do we have any recorded issue as a people. Yes, there may be some crisis between the Rubu and the Shekiri, but then it is not even spoken out. Yes, there may be some crisis between the Owa and the Agbo, but yet you dare not whisper it. But they are there because somewhere along the line we respect each other. But then in the recent time, I want you to pay attention. The Asians are fighting the Benin. The Benin are fighting the Asians. And some of you think it does not concern you. Some of you think it is about TikTok. It is about social media. No, something is playing behind the scene. And that is what I want all of you to pay attention to. If we must fight any war, let us be the one choosing our war. And that is what I tell those useless criminals who threaten me constantly. I told them, see, if I must die, I will tell you how I will die. But unfortunately, they are not in the position to make that decision because I am their destiny and I am their doom. Whatever you have to do, make sure you are the one doing it. You are not the one being manipulated to do so. It is applicable to Nigerians because in recent time, or rather since we were born, the Wazobia has never been able to work together harmoniously for the good of all. Believe me, we cannot pretend about that. When the Hausas are in power, they litter Hausa people on every corridors of authority. They are afraid of the Yoruba. They are afraid of the Igbo. And if the Hausa accept you, it is either they want to use you against your people as a house nigger, or you have something to offer that they don't have. But then their compass will be on you. And when the Igbo man is in power, the few time Igbo man control Nigeria, you can see what happened. They killed all the Hausa politicians, the one that Babangida is trying to rewrite the history. And they are afraid of that very action. Tell Babangida they should allow Igbo people to rule if that very activity does not frighten them till today. And then you go to Yoruba, just look at Tinubu. Yes, it's good enough. He brought in other people. But look at his body language. It is Yoruba first. Now, believe me, how could you prove that you are a man of your people except you do all these things? But when you are being the man of your people, understand that there are people who are not part of your people, but all of us are in one Nigeria. And so in a time like that, it is easy for one ethnic group to shade the others against another. I want you to look at Igbo Biafra body language first of all. They are trying to form alliance with Hausa now to remove Tinubu. That is what is currently going on. They are only working very hard. They are setting bait for Hausa to fight against Yoruba. Whether you are, as far as you are Yoruba, if you like, believe it. If you don't like, don't accept it. It is Igbo Biafra people that are throwing bait for Hausa. And of course, Hausa has this mentality already that they are born to rule. They feel Nigeria is theirs by right. We are trying to build a good nation. And so, whenever they are gaslighted, it's easy for them to come out. People like Erufa, everybody will be talking nonsense. If all of us Nigeria were to be sincere in our affairs, some people cannot even talk when we are talking. But when you are a murderer, when you are a criminal, when you are a blackmailer, when you have access to the colonial master, when you are a thief, then you are a leader. And those who are sincere cannot talk because they are afraid. But those who are born will still die, and those who have died will not come again. And you see about time and future. Believe me, it's an illusion, because today is the tomorrow you are waiting for. Let me digress so you understand. You see, you can live in multiple timelines at the same time, but most people do not know this. I am here right now. I can make a call into the future, and I can make a call into the past. And most of you will think, how is it possible? There are some countries that are some 9 hours, 6 hours ahead of us here in Nigeria. If I'm calling them and they are hearing me immediately, am I not making a call into the future? And there are countries that are back about 3 or 4 hours behind us. And if I call somebody from there and he picks the call immediately, have I not made call into the past? And let me leave it at that without confusing you. What am I trying to say in effect? If you understand that you are in the position to change things, do not be afraid that they will kill you. You will live longer than them here on earth. Because even when you are gone, people will still be talking about you. Have you not think about musicians like Bob Marley? They had a very short time to live. But believe me, for eternity, as far as humanity walk on this earth, their work speaks for them. What about Mike Jackson? Their work speaks for them. And I can go on and on and on and on. And so when you think they kill you, no, they did not kill you. They are immortalizing you. Because after they have forgotten their name, we still remember your name. Not because of your bank account. Because even your children may not have access to your bank account. But we will remember you by what you have done. And that is why when we are appealing to Nigerians on what to do, we need to open up completely. And so currently, those who are trying to shade Nigerians, what are they doing? They are trying to pinch Hausa to attack Yoruba. And Yoruba is getting ready to make sure that it doesn't happen. And believe me, we will not allow you people. We will be exposing all of you. And now coming back to the main purpose of this broadcast, which is the quarrel between Edo and the Asian, the Benin and the Asian. If you are from Asian, ask yourself a question. Since when did Benin man become your enemy? If you are Benin man, ask yourself, since when did Asian become your enemy? You people did not quarrel, and now there is war. You know, there were times these Igbo Biafras used to tell us that all our king, all of them are Benin people. That very year, they hyper this message, and they were saying that when they conquer us, they now brought Benin prince to be ruling us. This very, very weapon of propaganda, it works very well. Because most of us became threatened. Most people begin to look at their king suspiciously. There were quarrels coming up everywhere. But I do not know how God revealed this truth. Thank God for the monarch institution, because we have people who are referred to the protectorate of the throne. They can never be king from that family, but that family is the one that says who the next king will be, in the essence of the original blood lineage of monarchs. And so with these people, we knew the truth. So the people who were coming behind to give us cock and bull story, what do they want to achieve? They want us to destroy our monarch. And it's amazingly, more than 30 years now, our monarch institutions still stand. Perfectly still standing. You are from where I come from. You are from Edo or Delta. Go and try and remove your king. Let us know if boil will not come out from your, let me not call it. Go and remove your king, so that you know that you don't do that. Because even in your grief, you will regret it. Now, having said this, ask yourself, what is causing quarrel for you? Because Igbo Biafra people want to incorporate Igodomigodo into Biafra. But they cannot cross the Oba of Benin, nor the monarchs in Asia land and everywhere else. What do? They now begin to use a woman who is Asian woman, who is married to Igbo man, to be gaslighting all of you. And I see you people. That is why in most cases when we are talking, I'll be looking at you. I see you people. Asia will open a page and is causing Benin. Igbo people will be hypering it. The same Igbo Biafra people will go to Benin. They will be supporting Benin people. And those of them born and raised in your place, they are stage managing you. But you don't know. But let me tell you how these people function. You see these Igbo Biafras, they have 9 patterns of gaslighting people. Their own is to create tension, confusion in Nigeria. Their own plan is to make sure that Nigeria will rip itself apart. But we can't fall for them. They want Nigeria to rip itself apart. To disturb or distort and frustrate our quest for... Yes, to distort and frustrate our quest for the creation of Anioma State. They took Senator Ned Nwoko to ask for Anioma of our dream. Just that this one must be Igbo people Anioma. Now, what they want is we begin to fight Senator Ned Nwoko. I respect Senator Ned Nwoko because the kind of person he is, by now he would have been looking for my head and he would have get 10 of my head. Because Wike did not fall for their gaslighting. Yes. So they have to take Senator John Mbata and then destabilize Ikwere. And so Ikwere will be fighting himself. Oh yeah, Senator John Mbata, begin to fight Ikwere people. Oh yeah, Senator Ned Nwoko, begin to destroy your people. Because of Igbo Biafra people. You people don't get it. But let me give you how they function so that you know. Number one thing is that they derive joy in other people's pain. These Igbo Biafrans, they derive joy in people's pain. Just look at how they rejoice when something bad happened to Nigerians. They will even tell you, may Nigeria happen to you. They derive joy. Go to your platform. Let me begin to insult Nigerians now. You see them, they will be happy. Yes, my brother, God bless you. Truth is bitter. You should know. Benin is fighting Asia. Asia is fighting Benin. They are distracting you. That's your energy. They don't want you to see they are the one that is mesmerizing your life. You must understand that this group of people, they never take responsibility. Number two. Number one is that they have the characteristics of deriving joy in people's pain. Let me go that number one a little bit further. You see, when they were planning to destroy me in IPOB, my bank accounts were frozen. It was flagged up. My businesses, all of them were crushed. Some of my vehicles are still with the DSS. My house, at that time I was living, is my personal house. I can't even go there. They mesmerized me. And when they thought they had me where they want me to be, they were rejoicing. You see them mock me, uncompleted building. People who cannot even sit down when they enter my house, they are now mocking me on completed building. If they have conscience, do you think they will try that? You that is following them now, they are giving you, they will come to your boss and say, you are doing well. Benin is suffering Asia. Don't let Benin suffer you. Benin, don't let Benin people get you. I see a lot of people talking Konkabu story. One Igbo boy was on social media. That one doesn't concern them. That one is not generalizing. He was saying, who is Benin? What have Benin achieved? What has Benin done this? But let me tell you, I do not know why our people kept quiet for so long. But let me tell you some achievement of Benin. Who did the colonial masters, the people who enslaved your father and my father, who did they steal from? You don't steal from poor man. You steal from rich people. What do they steal in Igbo land? What did they steal in Hausa land? What did they steal in Yoruba land? What did they steal in Benin land? By the time you see what they steal, you should know who controls the order of the day. All those your furniture, all those your executives. Who do you think carve it? It is Benin people. They teach all of you. All this gold, casting of metal, iron, because they are not hypering themselves. And somebody say, what has Benin achieved? Because you are doing baby factory in our place, we keep you quiet. Why won't you talk to us like that? But let me not go there. The point there is that, number one, they derive joy in other people's pain. Number two, like I was saying, they never take responsibility. You see, once you are a leader, the first thing you need to know is to arm yourself to redeem accountability. And you must be responsible. My father, I made so many mistakes before my father. And when it is time for him to condemn me openly where it matters, he will simply say, son, your failure as a son is my fault as a father. Listen very carefully. Your failure as a son is my fault as a father. He's taking responsibility. There are things he ought to do, he did not do. That is being responsible. Have you seen Igbo Biafra people agree that? Yes. Have you seen Igbo Biafra since you were born and they agree that yes, we are responsible? No. The kidnapper, he will tell you it's not a kidnapper, it is one time. Except to teach them lesson. They have never agreed that they are wrong. But yet everybody is wrong. The number three thing you should notice about the Igbo Biafra is that they want everybody to feel guilty. They want you to feel guilty. Just watch them. Then do us this, the wicked us. That is what they specialize on. To make you feel guilty. Everybody has offended them. They have not offended anybody. Number four thing, they can twist words. They can twist words. You can see what they are doing everywhere to their own favor. They like to cause chaos. Number five, they love confusion. Number six, they turn people against each other, as you see them doing to Benin and Asia. And then they like to fake kindness. That should be number seven. They like to fake kindness. They will show you kindness. No, they are faking it. They want to use it to get to you. It's a bait. They say they are very kind. They are this one, this one. These Igbo Biafra people can go to your village, pick poor person, feed the person, take care of the person, hyper the person. You people will say, oh, they are very kind, oh, lovely people. There is one idiot that is a comedian. He went to one village in Akwa Ibom. Igbo boy, who, what do they call this one? Guinea worm is ravaging his community. I was in his community some time ago. We have to travel for more than 5 kilometers to go and buy the water we will drink. Because their water is guinea worm infested. I pity them. Little children with guinea worm everywhere. And the Igbo person, he doesn't care for his people, but he's an Akwa Ibom. Videoing one community and say, look at how they are suffering. They are drinking water from gutter. Now this Igbo philanthropist has come to help them dig borehole. And the villagers are happy. Hey, and now dash them 2 naira, 5 naira. They are faking kindness. They don't mean it. Charity begins at home. We are coming. Don't let them get to you. They will push you. They like to push people. It's not that when they backfire, they will be the one crying. You can see when I have issue with them. I didn't talk. For 4 months, their weakness, I didn't talk. They were pushing me and I'm falling. They were pushing me, I am falling. Now I've fallen to the wall. And now I'm returning back to them. The next day they say, oh, he's generalizing it. He hating Igbo. He hating Igbo. They like to push people. The same way they are pushing South people. South, they are pushing us up and down. You go to Edo State, they are pushing Benin and Nation head together. You come to Delta State, they want to push Anyoma head together. You go to River State, they want to push Wike head with other Ikwere people. They want to push Wike head with Senfobara head. You go to Akwa Ibom, they are looking for how to castigate Akpabio and push his head against Tinubu. Everywhere they are pushing people head together. It is in their character. But it's not as if they cannot repent. They can't repent. But we kept quiet for so long. Let them continue doing it now so that they will get the other side of the reception. That is why we are here. Let us see how sweet it will be to them. How profitable it will be to them. And lastly, they lie too much. They lie too much. This Igbo Biafra, they lie too much. I don't think you need further explanation to know who a liar is. A chronic liar. When they lie, Satan will be afraid. Somebody who will wake up and tell you that Zulu of South Africa, actually Igbo man gave birth to Zulu of South Africa. Somebody who will wake up Kuro and tell you that it's Abraham's son without evidence. Somebody who will wake up and tell you that everybody, you have Igbo in Kogi, you have Igbo in Kafanchan, you have Igbo in Equatorial Guinea, you have Igbo in Otokoto and the rest. They lie more than the devil. And so we can't allow them to be doing this because in the end they have their way. They've not seen how to enter Tinubu. By now you would have been hearing, Tinubu is sidelining Igbo. Tinubu is sidelining Igbo. Tinubu is sidelining Igbo. Are Igbo people the only people in Nigeria? Natasha has this issue. Thank God she's not Igbo. Only God knows heaven would have fallen. But you can see some of them publishing their representative, challenging senator. Our constituency was not referred. We were not instigated. Our constituency were not represented. We are marginalized and it's not good. You can see them. They keep telling you, this is what they did to us. This is what they did to us. But they never consider to look into what they are doing to other people. And so, my good people of South, this message goes to you directly. They will make you fight each other. And they will come and give you aid and separate you. And while they are doing that, your life has been taken from you. Not that they can take it. They will lower you further in this our one Nigeria. Don't fall for them. All of you Benin people fighting yourself with Asian people, it's time to change your pattern. In Agbo, we know where we come from. And certainly we have our disagreement. But it is not necessary. You go and conquer. Nobody takes the kingdom by word, but by action. Let me tell you a little secret. Right from time, Agbo in a car land has wealthy millionaires whose financial capacity would shake the foundation of Nigeria. And most of you do not know even they are from Agbo. Have you heard about Vincent Egbane? The one that has the title or the honor of being referred to as Vincent West. He's an Agbo man. He used to own one of the largest poultry farm in the whole of Africa in the early years of Nigeria. He's an Agbo man. I could go on and begin to talk about like Jim Ovia, forwarding and clearing agency family. These people are multi-millionaires. You will not hear about them. They don't make noise because it's not necessary. And so at this point in time, Agbo people have men of timber and caliber, men of caterpillar and bulldozer. But Owa don't have anything. And Owa is not happy about it. We are all Eka people, though. But the kingdom of Owa don't have anybody. And so the Agbo man can be very proud. But Yoruma controlled his resentment. It's not to go and begin to fight the Igbo kingdom. But then they moved back and begin to build themselves. If you know how many billionaires that have come out from Owa now, Igbo cannot dare them anymore in terms of financial capacity. Am I telling you about Tute kingdom? But now, nobody is trying to say this kingdom, Abavo kingdom, this one is more richer than this one. No. When they call you, you answer. That is how we know. When they call you, you answer. What if we were fighting ourselves? Do you think Obi Efezomo of our kingdom will respect the Obi of Agbo kingdom, despite the fact that he is even older than the father of Obi of Agbo? But when the Obi of Agbo, a very small boy, because I'm older than him, calls the Obi of Owa, who is even older than his father, the Obi of Owa will go there. Ask all the monarchs in Delta. That is why we say, but I know you will not understand. The order must be maintained. And by the time you, Asian, finish fighting Benin, everybody under Asian, they will still rebel. That is how it is. That is one thing Igbo Biafra must understand. If Igbo Biafra succeed in dividing Nigeria, you see this unity they are begging for. By the time we return home, they will regret this thing they did to Nigeria will come back to them. Let us assume we wake up one day. They say, oh, Agbona is in the southeast. We dash Anyoma to Igbo people. Eguchuku Natomo, Eguchuku Natomo. That thing you did to Nigeria, you will get it back. Where up for Ebo, Eborihu. Where up for Ebo, Eborihu. People of South, don't let them use you. You watch the body language. They want Sen Fubara to fight Wike. Sen Fubara, don't let them use you. Because if Wike come out in the morning and play their card for them and say Igbos are good people, I am Igbo man today, you will see them. They will do 360-degree turn around and praise Wike as Ohamadike. They will even dethrone Nnamdi Kanu. But they don't love Wike. It is what they targeted to gain. That is their concern. Asian, Igbo Biafra don't love you. If you see where they talk about you, you will know that the only ally you have, your closest ally, is that Benin people. And it's applicable to that Benin people. We know the truth, though. There are things we are not even seeing. And those Igbo Biafra people, they will give us the reason to see it. We are giving them space to repent. But if they don't want to repent, then benedictions do them in circular. Don't let them fool you. Watch any issue that comes up. Watch any tribe in Nigeria that is always hypering it. Watch the people giving you bad name. Watch the people that want you to be fighting yourself. You can't see Igbo person come here to insult me. If he does, watch that Igbo person. He's born in my place. He's not Igbo person. I leave you at that. While we are fighting hard to be politically relevant as minority in Nigeria, while we are sensitizing our people to see the need, why we can use the capacity of our own region, South, to work towards the development and the good of entire Nigeria. We cannot allow Igbo Biafra, who want to be Biafra nation, and yet their senators are sharing the money and resources from our land. We can't allow them fool us. Or you're not getting the point. Somebody wake up every day, give us Biafra nation, give us Biafra nation. The people looking for Biafra nation, they are the one crying to be president. The people looking for Biafra nation, they are the one crying for allocation from the resources that doesn't come from their place. Make a no first for now. For now, like, make una continue. Una be blogger, share, like, I love you. Benin no get sense, Benin amumu, Benin go come say, Shana idiot, Shana shawo. You say go say na winch, you know be winch. The real winch. They triangulated you people already. But I know your problem is you don't understand their language. But we understand their language, and we understand your language, and we know the games that are playing out. Why you think Igbo people can't do that to us? We'll beat them 100 times in their game. This Igbo Biafra, all of them, we will beat them 100 times in their game. Let me go to the comment section, receive my insult, and then move on this morning. I see Desmond. I say amen to your prayers. Thank you, Desmond. I see Igbo Abuchi, I greet you. Good morning from here. My manners man, and that is Babefa. I greet you. Good morning from here. He said, yes, he was saying, Babefa say, if anything happened to Prof. Mrs. Prof. Mrs. the Yeye DG, NAFDAC, there will be massive repercussion on Igbo in Yoruba land. Of course, I didn't even know that the new person in charge of NAFDAC is a Yoruba woman. No wonder they are crying. Yes, that is how they unalive Dora Akuchinyere, because she want to control fake drug of Igbo Biafra people in Nigeria. They don't care how many of you die. All they care is making money. But before, what you said is noted, and I hope that link will lead me to... Yes, we are back again. So I hope you Igbo Biafra, you are hearing this message. If you people go back and kill the new NAFDAC leader, the DG of NAFDAC, because she's a Yoruba woman, and exposing fake drug, you will get the repercussion, because that is what you people do. And that I begin to say, they hate Igbo. Yes, they'll be crying. They hate Igbo. Look at what they are doing to Igbo. Hey, Nigeria help Igbo. United Nations help Igbo. Because P2B language makes everything clear. You people should leave Nigerians to survive. Don't poison us. Stop poisoning us with bad drug. John, I greet you. Good morning from here. Ishokman, I greet you. Good morning from here. You people, stop poisoning the society with fake drug. Different black, I greet you. Good morning from here. He say, I know waiting happen to them, Edo and Esha. No, Igbo people, they play game for behind, and they know they say, Esha now think say Benin man are in problem. Benin man now think say Esha are in problem. Before then do this thing for social media, then go learn that thing where Yoruba and Hausa learn about Igbo Biafra people. Make them continue. Now we be their spectator. This having been said, I'll bring the broadcast to an end. We are watching them. Stop fake drug, because maybe that is what we are going to look into. It is not the hatred of anybody that drives us. And if indeed you are Igbo, you feel bad, it is time to study your people. Because that thing on our say una know, we know them. It's just that it's not our style. If we make them our style, una go no see una dey learn work. Maka ni honya gba nkete ki be me na hia. Ihe honya gba chenkete ya ki be me na hia. Have peace.